Would you like to work closer to home, save money on gas, and be rewarded for your hard work and attendance? Then Bellisio Foods is looking for you. That's right, Bellisio Foods is now hiring for multiple positions and shifts with great employee benefits, an on-site health clinic, competitive wages, and advancement opportunities. Bellisio Foods is a company that truly values their employees. Apply online at belisiofoods.com/careers.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
Oh, yeah.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV, where we are continuing on. It is Apple Festival Wednesday, so everybody ready to party on Wednesday of the Apple Festival. It's just a thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotta get over the hump, right? Today's hump day.
Yes, it's hump day. It's also payroll day. I have to do that.
Oh.
Don't
wow.
let me forget payroll, Sam.
Hey, it's okay.
I'm sure there's a lot of staff members at the Six Sense Brewing Company that won't let me forget. But yes, welcome to the show. We're so happy to have you all tuned in. Do we have a problem? You look like there's a problem. Okay. He gets that look on his face. It scares me a little bit. So no, it is Apple Festival Wednesday, and our friends from Search are here. And well, we're going to talk about all kind of things today, but we have a new victim here on the show. We're like, yep, newbie right there. There she is.
Yep.
So tell everybody, well, I guess introduce yourselves because,
Okay.
in case our viewers don't know you, which I don't know how, but.
Well, I'm Marcia Radeball, and I'm the Tobacco Prevention Coordinator for the Jackson County Health Department.
All right. Hi, I'm Heidi Lamerson. I am currently a community health worker under the Search program, and I am currently Jackson County's rep.
Yay!
I don't need an introduction. I'm kidding.
This is Sam.
Sam Canterbury with the Search program as well, Jackson County Health Department. I work primarily in Meigs, represent Meigs County.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people. What's happening is a really good thing with the Search program and putting community health workers within each county, because it gives you all out there somebody to contact first.
Right.
Face to an entity.
Yeah, absolutely. So Heidi, you said, I asked if off the air if she was from the area, and you said you're from the Waverly area.
Yes.
So welcome. How did you end up here in Jackson being our rep?
Well, the program really just needed a rep. They didn't have a rep for the Jackson area, which
Okay.
is where it's located. So they were like, it makes sense to have a rep.
Yeah, we kind of
For
should
the-
have one
for
for
the
home base
program,
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was originally going to be Ross County's, but they moved me here. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, welcome. We're so happy to have you. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself while you're here.
yeah, I was born and raised in Waverly, Ohio. Graduated from Waverly High School in 2018, and then went to Ohio University for a year.
She's so young.
Yeah,
I know. Weird.
I'm over here like grabbing my back as she's speaking.
It's fine. Go ahead.
I graduated from Waverly High School, went to Ohio University, Athens for a year. Beautiful campus, loved it.
Yep.
Took a gap year, worked at Disney World, in the Epcot parking lot, second largest parking lot on the planet.
Okay, we could do a whole show about this. You just brought it up, so we're going to have to talk about this Epcot thing.
Yeah, it was a lot. I was only there for a month. There was a passing in my family, so I left early. And then I ended up taking a gap year because COVID hit right after that. And then I went back to school fall of 2021. Fall of 2020.
Okay.
And then I finished out my degree in illustration and graphic design at the Columbus College of Art and Design this past year, 2023.
Oh, so you went to CCAD. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So she's been a little bit everywhere. Okay, so I just have to ask you, not that that's what you're here to talk about today. I have a cowbell. Drives him crazy. Look at him. He's taking deep breaths already. No, how do you end up working at the parking lot of Epcot Center? I have to know. Like, this is like inquiring minds need to know.
So, I applied for the Disney College program, not thinking I'd get in because I was exceptionally young.
Wait, what is Disney College?
The Disney College program, they tell you you're going to go like internship for them. You don't really internship. You just work in the parking lot.
That's
I was a parking lot cast member
Wait,
for $11 an hour.
Stop. A cast member in the parking lot, huh?
Yeah.
What was your
Are-
uniform?
So we called ourselves Bananas because it was a yellow and white vintage stripe button-up shirt and a white skirt that was knee length, maybe a little longer. And it was made of like that seatbelt material from like when they first opened. Like it was the same outfits from opening. So they were like vintage. And black shoes. It was actually a fun fact. One of the rules was you weren't allowed to stand in one spot for more than 30 seconds or your shoes would actually melt to the pavement. Because it's so hot there. And every day I'd clock
This
in.
sounds horrible.
Every day I would clock in the break room. They would be like, "It's the hottest day on record." I'd be like, "Of course it is."
Of course it is, because as if yesterday wasn't.
Yeah,
Oh my
right.
gosh.
Right.
Excited too, weren't we?
Yeah. I'm like thinking she's gonna be like, "Yeah, me and Mickey were besties, and we went out and had drinks after work, and you know what? Yeah, like I was like the kid, princess person or something. No,
Did they have
okay.
It's a Small World after all on repeat on the loudspeakers?
Of
Oh,
course.
dude.
Of course. Of course.
That is nightmare fuel.
Seatbelt material.
Seatbelt material. Like that, yeah.
Oh,
Like you couldn't
man.
rip through it if you wanted to. Like, yeah.
That's hot.
Yeah.
So like asbestos, like
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, like what's the
Oh my
safety of these?
goodness.
I also had to wear
it's like I worry about sunburns and rashes from the seatbelt dress.
Oh yeah.
Never mind, it's 3,000 degrees, and they put you in something that's like you can line the space shuttle with. But okay,
I feel like it's almost like a band uniform, right?
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly like a band uniform.
Oh
But
my
thicker.
that's sick and twisted, man.
Well,
For $11 an hour.
well, it was $11 an hour, but that was before they took the rent for their, like you lived in like basically Disney housing,
my
and
goodness.
they would take the rent straight from your
We
paycheck.
need to back up and start again.
$11 an hour, they would take rent out of that?
Oh yeah, and so I would leave like
Wow.
$100 every 2 weeks. Is what we had to live on. With no car, you had to take the buses, which caught on fire frequently. That was like a frequent problem.
What a great month.
Yeah.
Are you
At
making
least it
this
was a
up?
little bit. I think it's fake. Fake news.
I have like ripples in my brain dedicated to this time in my life.
Oh my goodness.
So, Adrian's over there dying. And she's like, what? He's like, you all are making this up. So, okay.
I'm not
you-
that quick, man. I'm pretty quick.
I know. So you get online, I
Wow.
assume, or something, and you're like, I want to go work at the most magical place on earth.
Well, they were like, it's an internship. You'll learn how you'll be in the animation studios. You'll job shadow like other illustrators. If the illustrators were maybe in the parking lot on the tram, maybe, but they were at their desk, so no. And on top of that, I have my mom lovingly calls them jail tats. They're my stick and pokes that I did in college. And so I had to wear sleeves because they didn't allow you to have piercings or tattoos showing. So on top of the seatbelt material, I had to wear sleeves that covered them all up.
Cool.
So
Wow.
Florida.
Yeah, yeah. And fire ants are like a very real problem I'd never experienced here. Like it would be like daily. I'd be coming home.
That's
From
why they
work.
put the seatbelt material on you so the ants can't
So the
get
ants
to
can-
you.
Yeah.
They can't eat through it.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
they didn't get into that asbestos lining at all.
Yeah.
So wait, okay. So once you put on the banana suit,
Yes.
got on the tram that caught on fire, got to the second largest parking lot in the world, and clocked into work, then what did you do?
Well,
What
depending
did
on
you
how
have
hot
to-
it was.
And couldn't stand in more than one place for 30 seconds because your shoes would melt.
So
What did you
What kind of shoes
do?
did they make you wear?
you had to have black logoless shoes, so they weren't like good shoes because you weren't allowed to. They weren't allowed to have, like Nike or Adidas, so they were like generic Amazon shoes.
So you had the shoes for cruise on,
Yeah.
man. My God, you wouldn't slip though.
Yeah, I
Be in
mean,
one spot.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Oh my
did you take
gosh.
money in the parking lot? Did you tell people where to go? Like, what did you have to do?
It just. I mean, there were a lot of different things they'd rotate you. If you were lucky, you drove the tram around the parking lot, because it's air conditioned. But you did have to give like
Fun.
a
Yeah, how's the
5-minute
fun?
spiel because of how
Yeah.
long you'd be on the tram. So you'd either drive the tram, there was one I hated, and they didn't put me there a lot because I think
They knew.
they knew I hated it. But like you had to basically, you'd be parking like hundreds of cars an hour, so you'd have to run down the lines and guide people into the parking lots, like point and then run and then point and then run and point. And the worst position
In your seatbelt material
in
dress
my seatbelt material
with
dress.
the
Black.
shoes that may or may not be melted on your feet. It's awesome.
Yes. I also I remember the worst one. It was the 4th of July at Epcot, which is where you go to drink. They don't have the stuff at Magic Kingdom. That's like one of the only parks with alcohol, other than I think Animal Kingdom. And it was the hottest day on record, of course. It was like 106 degrees outside. It's something
Oh,
crazy.
wow.
Okay.
I don't know. The UV index was like 12 on a scale of 1 to 10 or something. And so I actually worked a double that day. So I opened.
Oh, great.
I opened and then closed the park.
Awesome.
And they had extra magic hours there because it was the 4th of July, so they had fireworks. So
Magic hours, they call
Yes.
them.
So I was there from like 9 a.m. until 11 or 12. And I remember
that's a whole like $90.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do that.
seriously, yes. And
Probably count the rent.
Right, exactly.
right,
Minus half
right, exactly.
after taxes and rent.
And I remember the worst position was called Brown Point. And you would go, and they took you out on this little golf cart, and your manager would drop you off, like at the front of the park, and it was one person. And you would have to just not even sit, you'd stand in the hot sun, and just, like, there were 2 lanes, and you would guide people, like,
Go in
oh,
this
if you're a
lane or this-
VIP, go to this lane. If you're regular, go to this lane. And you weren't allowed to point like this. You had to point like this because it's like
Like
rude.
an airplane.
It's considered rude in some cultures. So they're like, you have to point
So
like
you can't
this or
point
this.
one finger, you have to point 2 fingers.
Either this or this.
We'll remember
The
that.
knife
Yeah.
hand. I would have just used the knife hand the whole time.
The knife.
Yeah, again, this way. This way.
Brown
Brown
I think our
point.
brains collided
Yes,
on that
they
one.
did. Yeah, it's just
That's a
all
tricky
wrong.
situation.
Yeah. Just
I remember it
crappy
being
situation.
so hot. Yeah. I remember it being so hot that day that I was like out there in my seatbelt material dress, like in tears, crying. But like I was all the way out there, so no one saw me. Or
Yeah,
like,
you're like,
no,
I can cry in peace at
just
least.
me.
I feel like we need to find a picture of the parking attendants at Epcot.
Yes, I'm actually
See if
still.
you can find that.
I'm still part of.
Did you get to keep the outfit?
No, they
Oh.
they like that's like the vintage.
They truly like
Original. That's like their original.
That's grody. As
It's-
you're standing out there melting and sweating and
Yeah, and
Ew.
it's crazy because when you go into they call it the costuming department, which is actually there are actual tunnels under Magic Kingdom.
yes, I have heard that.
Yes,
Yeah.
and one of them is the costume department, and when you go in there, it's like this
You didn't say
Amazon
NDA, did you?
size. No,
Okay, good.
it's like an Amazon size warehouse
Of
of
Costumes.
costumings. Yeah,
which means uniforms.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they're called costumes.
Yes, and they had a ton. And I think mine was a little newer because it was plus size.
It's
thankfully.
amazing that
Thankfully.
it's amazing how they have all of these fancy names to screw you over, but it sounds really quaint.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
it's the greatest
Here,
place
put on
ever.
your banana costume. It's a costume. You'll love it.
I am actually a part of their Facebook group still, and it's called like Banana Fam 3.0 or something.
Lord have mercy. Anywho, well, now you know what being an intern at Disney is like.
Gee whiz. I can't get over the heat and that itchy outfit. That's just,
Anywho,
I would die the first.
well, let's
5
just talk
minutes.
about something much more pleasant, which is the Apple Festival. And Heidi being new to the, how hot is it going to be today? It's not going to be the hottest day on record.
It's only gonna be like
No.
It's like 81.
Yeah, it's actually going to be a lovely Apple Festival
Yes.
Wednesday. So
Yes.
listen, so here's the thing. I used to have to stand out there and tape all the parades and stuff like that. And I can remember literally getting rained on.
Mm-hmm.
I can remember it snowing. No lie, snowed on me. And I can remember, of course, it melting,
Yeah.
like literally melting. So
Yeah.
you never know, Apple Festival Wednesday,
No.
what is going to happen. So today we are so fortunate that it's going to be lovely. Did you find
Yes.
it?
The Epcot parking lot?
Yes. No, the Epcop. Yes, the
Banana
outfit.
Girls.
I didn't find that, but I found this. How many cars there are.
Are you having flashbacks now?
Some PTSD.
So true story, and I have to tell you this, and then we'll get back to search because they're here to talk about important things. I just remember my dad telling me this story one time. He is a huge Disney fan, and they used to go all the time. He and his wife, and he said that they were on the tram at the what's the ticket and transportation center? I think is that where you park at Disney, and then you can like get to go anyway. Parking lot at
Okay.
Disney. And he said that he's on this tram and this. Oh, is that it?
Yep. That's those.
Nice.
We had the safety vests on top. Underneath, you can't see it, but it's those like white and yellow striped.
I can see the
button-up
one
shirts.
person in the very
Yeah.
front that doesn't have the lovely. That's lovely. Yes, they do look like bananas. And I see the black shoes.
Yep. Actually, somewhere there, I forgot that rule, and there is actually like my part of my footprint and a little bit of my shoe is actually in the parking lot somewhere.
Like your soul
Forever.
just melted out.
Because it just melted.
Yeah.
And then I had to buy a new pair of shoes with the last bit of money I had for the
with the $3 she had that week. Man, oh man. But no, my dad was telling me that they're on the tram and they're going around, and this guy's like getting real nervous like around him, and they're like, "Man, we can't remember where we parked." And
Oh.
Dad said that the person driving the tram was like, "Okay, well, like, do you remember anything?" And they were like, "Yeah, it was right beside a light pole."
Classic. That was like
Yeah.
one of our biggest problems was people not being able to find their cars. Or in Epcot, since that's like where you go to drink around the world,
Yeah,
we
they
had to
get-
be like,
Yeah, they get hammered. And, yeah.
we had to be like, you have to take like the monitor, like you can't drive your car home. Like we are now legally liable if you take off from here. So
Nice.
yeah.
So anywho, there you go. Park by the light pole. Just snap a little picture of the sign.
Yeah.
Drop
it's
a
real
pin on
easy.
your Apple Maps.
Yes,
Yeah.
we all have these little cell phone things now. They're very handy.
Yes.
Anyway, all right, let's talk about search. Sam is here. Heidi is here. Marsha is here. Let's talk about what are some of the things that you've been doing as our, what's your official title again?
Community health, Jackson County
Community-
community health worker.
Health worker. What have you been up to?
Well, I've mostly just been doing right now like online training. I'm waiting to get certified, I think in January.
Okay.
But other than that, I've been with you guys, I think 2 weeks,
Yeah.
weeks-ish. Yeah.
Yeah. She's
So
brand new.
yeah, I've been to a few events with Suzanne to kind of get a feel of like
Okay.
what our table looks like, the information that we pass out, and I actually think I'm designing a brochure for us soon. So.
Oh, well, very
Yeah.
good because you
Yeah.
do have that.
The
You know,
graphic design
not
background.
anything that you learned at Disney, obviously, but
Right.
you know, like she does, you know, have that background.
This isn't as soul stealing.
It's so
I can't
it's
get
so
it out of my head because I was talking about like stealing your inner soul, but then they also stole her soul.
yeah, like literally.
So my brain is just been, like,
It's
running
all-
around and
it's
around
just-
and around.
It's so
I
much.
should be a rapper with all these double entendres.
Yeah. I feel ya. So you guys will actually be at the Apple Festival working in the booth.
Yeah.
Will you be there? You said you'd be there today. So you get to see Sam in person, up close and personal.
Or no.
Say hi.
There. Don't want to point at you.
yeah. Disney Point.
Now, do you have to put your thumbs up or down? Does it matter?
So when I was taught to point at our Disney University classes, which was basically training, it was training. They had you point like this, like I was like, well, this
Like a
kind of looks like a
gun?
gun. Yeah, I was like, this is a little more violent than just like this, but that's how they wanted us to do it, like this. That was like the Disney point.
We need to make a call. We call Disney and tell them they're stupid.
Like, yeah, this does. I always felt like that. So I would point like this, but a lot of people would point like this, and I'm like, that's kind of. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
if you want to
Go like
entertain
this.
Like
yourself,
people, you can get arrested for that if you stand out on Main Street and do that to somebody.
yeah. Oh yeah. So
Yeah. So back to the booth.
Yes.
I probably would have made more money in jail.
Probably.
Honestly.
She'd be making license plates and just rolling in the dough.
Yes. And free room and board there.
Yeah, right?
You know,
Exactly.
and
We don't even have to
everything,
pay
yeah.
rent. God.
Speaking of bad situations, it's also Suicide Awareness Month, so. Right? In September, Suicide Awareness Month.
Yeah.
To carry your mental health on work at jobs.
Yes.
I don't know what it is, but-
Yeah, that is true. Is September Mental Health Awareness Month?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, suicide prevention.
Suicide
but yeah,
prevention.
Kinda all ties in.
Yeah.
Well, and then I know that Holzer had announced they're part of that big program where they're doing some research and things. So that's a big deal. If you don't know more about it, was it called SOAR? I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And that's a big one. To kind of investigate mental health and
Yeah.
do
We
that,
had
so that's
a
cool.
fella stop by from the YMCA at our booth yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And they're doing, he gave me a little pamphlet, but I don't remember the date because I'd like to go just for training. Well, I probably needed to tell you the truth, but it's for a mental health like seminar.
Oh, okay.
So they're doing that at the Y, but I don't have the information on me today. But
Okay.
that would be nice. It's going to be nice. It sounded like.
So here's the thing, about the Apple Festival. You obviously have the food and you have the rides and you
Yes.
have all of the carnival stuff. But
yeah,
this is also a perfect opportunity for you to spend an hour of your week, and that's all it would take or less, and walk up and down those local booths, the ones that have the Higgins metal roofs on them that the Jaffe folks work so hard to put up. And you'll find booths like the Jackson County Health Department or Search or the YMCA
Mhm.
or, Total Media or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's a perfect opportunity for you to make one stop and learn about a whole lot of local organizations and things.
Yes.
So
yes.
all seriousness, I mean, it
Mhm.
really is a good time. And you can eat
Yeah.
an elephant ear while you're doing it.
Yes.
Come over and see us. We'll make you laugh. I mean, we've been laughing all morning.
Right? I mean,
I
if
know,
you...
I know it took a quick dive real quick.
It
did. It did.
I'm like, oh, we can still make you laugh.
Just initiated our new
Yep.
one.
She's like, Main Street TV, I'm busy today. I'm never going back there again. But no, so tell us a little bit about some of the things that you do have in your Apple Festival booth, and where is it?
It's on the street there by Michael's Ice Cream.
Yep.
It's
Is
up
it
a
on
little-
that side?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's on that side. And we have the bells. If you want to sign a little pledge. He's so happy. that I had a whole box of those out in the car.
Sam was like, "No, we don't have any." Marsha's like, "I do actually." I'm like, "Oh, good, go get one. We're gonna make
That's
Sam's
right.
life living hell today."
Smile and wave.
Yep. Yes. So anyway, if you sign a little pledge
Yeah.
that you won't smoke or vape, you can pick out your choice of a Jackson bell, a Wellston bell, or an Oak Hill bell.
Yep.
And we're going to make a little chart thing there and display it for everyone. So it's real nice. And then we have just a whole bunch of other resources. We're going to have Boo to the Flu on October 23rd.
That's right.
And bring the kids. You can get your vaccines and your flu shots, but bring the kids because they're going to do trick or treat throughout the health department. So that'll be fun.
And that's at the health department.
Yes.
Which is again, they have moved. I don't know
Right.
why I said we. They have moved out across from Holzer Medical Center, the hospital, across the highway there.
Yeah. Right next to the gas station.
Yep.
It's 102 Twin Oaks Drive.
Twin Oaks Drive. Out,
Yeah.
We said if you're old, out by the old Art and Craft Mall.
Yeah. Love that place.
I know.
Yeah.
But no, the Boo to the Flu thing. So I think this is genius because you can either take your kid and yourself to the doctor and have them really anxious and yourself really anxious or whatever about getting a flu shot, or you can go get a flu shot and then get candy.
Yeah.
Hello.
And wear your Halloween costume.
Yes,
as
like
well.
what
We're all
better
gonna be
way
dressed up, so
to
it's gonna be fun.
bribe your child to get a flu shot than to give them candy?
Yeah.
It's genius.
And not those sugar-free suckers either.
No, like some good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you know, too, like they'll be dressed up as like Spider-Man or you know the favorite superheroes. It's like superheroes don't cry.
Yeah. They'll
Have
have
them
to
give their
brave.
shot. Yeah,
Like-
they'll be brave. They'll be extra brave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Also, like hospital smells make me anxious. Like the sterileness. I go in, I smell the hospital. I'm
No,
like,
that whole
Yeah.
white coat blood pressure thing is a thing. Like I get it. Like
Yeah.
you just walk in and you immediately get anxiety, and
Yes.
it's like, and it's not. You don't mean to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
it's
a
not
thing.
the sausage egg McGriddle I ate.
No, it's not. That's not it at all.
No.
But no, you make a good point. You know what you should dress up as?
a banana.
An Epcot parking attendant.
I feel like they would get me. You know, taking their licensed
Disney, they're always
cast
watching.
member. Yeah.
So, like, she stole the costume.
Just direct people where to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just
Parking
with your
lot.
two fingers.
I'm sure it'll be air conditioned in there. So yeah.
Yeah.
I've got my finger guns out.
Clock
Oh.
back in from Ohio.
Yep.
Yeah.
But no, Boo to the Flu, that is a really good thing. And so last year, from what I understand, they really nailed the flu shot. So
Mhm.
every year, the flu shot is a little bit different. And the folks that make it have to kind of predict what strains of the flu it's going to be. But
Right.
I was told last year they were like pretty much spot on. So anybody that had a
Yes.
flu shot, even if you got the flu, it was just like so much better.
Right.
I mean, as
Right.
good as the flu can be,
Yeah.
which is
yeah.
I'm
horrific.
pretty sure it's already starting to hit. Like my mom has been down.
lot
for
of
the
folks
last
are
2
sick.
days.
Yeah.
A friend of mine was down for like 2. I think she said 2 days. Like just
Mhm.
didn't move from the couch or the bed.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay away.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell you, and I told when Marsha was here the other day, COVID has nothing on the flu. If you get a real good case of the flu, it's the worst.
Yeah.
It is the worst.
Yeah.
So you don't want that. Go get your flu shot. And
Mhm.
what day is that again?
It's October 23rd. It's
Okay.
on I think that's a Wednesday.
All right.
I think. And then also, like years ago, 100 years ago, I got the flu shot, but it was a live virus thing. And I had
Sure.
a really bad reaction to it. It was awful scary. And so last year was the first time I braved it and got a flu shot because
Okay.
they're like, I'm telling you, it's not a live
Yeah, it's completely
virus.
different
Yeah.
now.
and I didn't have any reaction
Right.
at all. So if you're sort of leery about that, don't worry about it because I was a big chicken
Yep.
about
No, I get
getting
it.
it. But man, I'm glad I did. Yeah. So I'm getting it this year too.
A little bit
so-
of peace of mind there,
Yes,
and
yes.
you know, I know, I love that. Oh, I got the flu from the flu shot. I'm like, no, you didn't. It's not even a live vaccine. Like,
No.
I
Yeah.
promise you didn't get the flu from the flu shot. You
Right.
might have gotten the flu from, you know, your neighbor.
Yeah, exactly.
Or your
But-
friend, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So, but yeah, I worked yesterday and had a real. It was really nice. So the wind, you know, nice breeze. It was cool
Down at the Apple Fest.
Yeah, it was so nice, and got a Jackson County veal.
Nice.
Yeah, and a little cinnamon roll at the spot. Oh, it was so good.
Oh, their cinnamon rolls are
Yeah,
good.
and some iced teas. So
Very good.
yeah, good
All
food.
the stuff and things
yeah.
that doesn't help with the blood pressure, by the way.
I know,
But
that
it's
feels
okay. It's
good.
1 week a year,
It's
right?
one-
Like,
yeah, once a year.
The
Mm.
Jackson County veal is not a baby cow, right? Like, is that a misguided
yes,
word?
completely.
I thought so.
Yes. A Jackson County veal is actually a pork tenderloin
Yes.
pounded out.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
very
It is
comforting.
pork though.
Yes.
To
Yes.
learn.
It is pork.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with veal.
Yeah.
Okay. I just had one of those a few weeks ago, and I was misguiding everyone at the
Yes.
table.
No, it is. I have no idea where it got the name, but no, it is.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with little baby cows being hung up, you know, so that their feet don't touch the ground and tortured to be eaten. No.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can have peace of mind knowing that it's not a little baby
I
cow.
probably won't eat it now.
Sam. So weird.
They're delicious. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
They're
Jackson
good.
County veals are great,
They're the
but they are
best.
pork tenderloin. They're not
Yeah.
You have
veal.
to show me the booth so we can get one today.
Yeah. Oh,
I,
it's good.
I promise you, there's a million places to find one around here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know, but
Okay. So, what's your
Excellent.
favorite fair and festival food?
Well, I like veals.
Yeah.
And then they have homemade noodles.
Yes, at the
Those are
church booth. Yeah,
good.
that's always
Yeah.
amazing.
I like cinnamon rolls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
That's my bad thing, but yeah, they're good.
Yep.
I want to say mine's probably like the fair fries.
Yeah.
Like you
Ooh,
get those
yeah.
anywhere. Those are my favorite. With, like extra vinegar.
I
Why
had a
is-
bucket of those yesterday.
Yeah.
It makes my eyes glaze over.
Oh,
I love
the
it.
real
You know,
skinny
That's
ones.
so funny because
Mm.
you're
So
like
here's-
a
Yes,
chef
I
person,
know,
so you
but
like
I
the fair
trash
fries.
food.
It is. I mean, you do, right? Like, who
Yeah.
doesn't?
It's delicious.
So, only at a fair, though. Why is it normal to put like vinegar in a Windex bottle? at, you know, like if you walked into someone's house and they were like, "Here's some vinegar," and they gave you a spray bottle, you'd be like, "What?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so
But
good.
you have to spray your fries with the vinegar.
Yeah.
Out of a Windex bottle.
And you gotta be
Yeah.
careful. Sometimes I've been to a couple where they'll like water down the vinegar.
Oh,
no.
Makes the fries soggy.
Yeah.
That's
like-
not cool.
I'm like, I don't mind soggy fries, but I don't want like water. I don't
No.
want watery fries. Like,
Uh-uh.
they're gonna be soggy. They gotta leach up.
Be vinegary.
You
vinegar.
got to. I mean, your vinegar to salt to ketchup ratio has to be spot on, or it's
Yeah.
very disappointing.
Or you're making soup.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But see, the vinegar is good for you. So you got one thing in there that's
Hey.
good for you.
And you know, honestly, if you're
I'm
down
being
there sweating,
positive.
the salt could be good for you too.
There
Or
you
replenish
go.
those electrolytes.
Yes.
So, what about you, Sam? Is it the fries?
It's yeah, legit the fries.
Yeah.
I mean, every once in a while, I can't get off the old corn dogs. But, you know, corn dogs. And then
I
and you
feel
know
ya.
What is it with the weak little corn dogs, man? Give me the one like at the
Like the
Ohio State
footlong corn
Fair,
dog?
They got the big like, corn
Yeah,
dog.
like I want a corn
I want
dog.
to be able to like defend myself in
Yes.
battle if I have to. But yeah,
It doubles as a weapon.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. No, I feel you. So let's see. My go to Apple Festival is I have to get deep fried pizza rolls because you can't ever get pizza rolls anywhere else.
I've
Any
never
other time
been
of
to
the year.
Apple Festival actually, so this will be my first experience.
Do I need to take you around?
Maybe.
Okay.
You can guide me. That'll be cool.
Gotta have a Molnar cinnamon roll.
yes. Yes.
Gotta have the deep fried pizza rolls, and you have to have noodles from
Yeah.
the booth, from the church booth.
Yes.
Just making sure Marcia don't have to talk much.
Thank you.
Well, so here's the thing: she tried to bail, and we didn't let her. So
That's why I'm sitting.
Chris is checking in on Marcia. Yeah, she doesn't get to bail. So anyway, there's plenty of great food. Stop
Yes.
by the, of course, the health department booth and many other booths along the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Memorial Building. I think they're having the art and craft show. I always like going
Yep.
to that every year.
Yep,
Love
that's
that.
always fun.
And then the library has the quilt show this year. So I love going to. I quilt, so I like going to the
Yeah,
quilt
my
show.
mom
It's
does
pretty.
too. She does a
Yeah.
lot of quilting.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
not
fun.
that great at it, but I like doing it.
Hey, and those are great places to go cool off a little bit. You can go to the
Yes.
library, check out the quilt show, and it's in the air.
Yeah.
And then, of course, check out the Victory Grange doing the apple butter.
Yes.
Just
yes.
them and 3,000 yellow jackets.
Right. right.
So, just to let you know, the Apple Festival is the yellow jacket capital of the world. So,
Yes.
That makes sense.
you have to go in with the right mindset to be at one
With the bees.
with the bees.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Just
Yeah.
go with it. Yeah, I mean, you just have to. And as dry as it's been, I've learned this because I have all those flower boxes out front of the brewery. Every morning I go out and I water them, and the bees are just like basically living down in them, and like
yeah.
so I have learned. And then you pour water on them, and they all go. I'm like, I'm at one. We all love each other, and knock on wood, I haven't gotten stung once.
Ooh,
So
all right.
can we all just get along? I shall share my pollen with you if you don't sting me.
Good compromise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we
there
need
you go.
bees.
Yes, we do need the bees. So
Mhm.
be nice to bees.
And plus, if
Not yellow jackets, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I always go to the Hirsch's Apple Festival in Chillicothe,
okay, yes.
and the
yeah,
Yellow Jackets they're so preoccupied with the apples
yes.
typically,
They
and
they
like
are
the sweetness.
we're not that sweet.
Yeah.
They have better things to
They'd
do.
rather yeah.
They like the lemonade stand.
Yes,
With the
the
sugar.
sugar,
I guess, sugar
yep.
water.
They love all
Yeah.
the. I've also found with some friends. I don't know. It got started somehow, and I don't even remember how. But we do a lobster like a low country boil at our house every year with a few friends, and this year we did it late. We don't normally do it 1st of September ish, and man, the yellow jackets love them some crab,
Ooh.
Yeah,
and
they
so
love seafood.
oh
It's
my,
crazy.
Wow.
Like mussels,
Didn't know
they
that.
love all like
we
yeah.
put that stuff out, and it was like.
Wow.
They came, I don't know. There was hundreds of them.
Mhm.
They came out of nowhere, and I'm like,
Huh.
"Is it the seafood?
Yeah, I was eating at
Why? Like,
Yeah.
they're not. It's not sweet. Like,
I don't know. I was at this winery actually. It was probably about a couple weeks ago, and we're sitting out, and I was eating these mussels, and like we were the only table that was getting attacked by yellow jackets. We were sitting outside,
Wow.
yeah,
and so once we got done, like filtering through it all, they took our plate and put it out somewhere, and then to keep the yellow jackets away from
They all
everybody
just
else.
went-
Yeah, yeah. And it's like, all right, yeah, I guess you can reuse this. Like,
Wow.
it's
like,
bizarro.
Huh.
maybe our computer guy could like look Google
I don't
that
know
and
why are yellow jackets attracted to seafood? I don't know, but
Maybe
it's
a delicacy for them because they don't get it.
yeah. Maybe they're like, hey, this is some big city stuff here.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I thought because maybe it had been done in like coconut milk and there was like some Thai flavoring to it and stuff. But
Oh.
yeah, no, I don't think that had
Nope.
really anything to do with it.
Because we did my cousin had done like a little seafood dip that had lobster, chunked lobster on the top of it, and she took the wrap off that, and it was like
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
very odd.
Yeah. Hmm.
So it is a thing. It truly is a thing. Do you know?
From what I'm seeing, it's to feed their larva, like to take it and bring it back to feed like the babies.
The
and whatnot.
seafood they take to feed their babies. Is that what you're
Aw.
saying?
Insects, meat, and fish they use to do that.
Nice. Okay.
Protein.
Insects.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Huh. Thanks, Google.
Yeah.
Thanks, Adrian, for Googling. So they're feeding their babies with it. Great. I'm glad we could have been at service.
Yes.
To produce more.
Aw.
Great.
Yeah, to produce more Yeah.
Thousands of bees.
Yeah.
Stingy bees.
Yay. They're awesome. All right, so let's talk about anything else happening at the health department while you guys are here. Because this has just really gone downhill. So we can't. I don't even know what's happened today. It's not normally like this, by the way. She's like, "Get me out of here."
I'm on the parking lot. I'm telling you.
I know.
That's wild. But no, we have our syringe clinic on Thursdays.
Yep, that's still a thing.
So that's still there. And they're also going to Wellston at Grace Clinic on Wednesdays from 8 to 4. So, if you can't make it to Jackson, to go see Kim there. She's our nurse practitioner. They are there on in Wellston now. So that's really nice.
I was thinking something crossed my mind on so if you come to the Boo to the Flu event or come out to the health department for a flu shot, 10 years goes by really fast. So think about, we all should have tetanus shots.
I know.
Yes. So think about that. Are there other things that you need to do while you're out there? But you guys can do all that, right?
Yes.
And you have the COVID boosters and all that stuff. So you may as well just get it all at one time. I'm just going to tell you, if you have a flu shot and you have a tetanus, you're going to hurt way worse from the tetanus than any flu shot ever.
Yes. That thing's...
Dude, it is not fun, but you need to do it.
You need it. Yeah.
I got knocked out for about a day.
You can't lift you're like, oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Huh.
I've never gotten sick. I just haven't been, I've been like, I can't move my arm for a day. But
that's the way I was when first time I had the COVID shot. It was like, oh,
really?
I can't move it. And then after that,
knock on wood, I never had one reaction. I never had anything from a COVID shot. I don't know. They say that's not good because I don't know.
I had the last one. I think it was a couple weeks ago, and I didn't really get sick. I just was tired,
kind of
Yeah. I just didn't feel real good.
So where are we at with the whole COVID thing? I know you guys aren't didn't come here to talk about that, but where are we at with boosters and all that? Do you need a yearly one or?
Yeah, you about have to treat it like a flu shot.
Like a flu shot. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Okay. I figured it would come to that eventually.
Yeah, it's me too.
I just, none of us, nobody knew what was going on.
No.
What the heck was going on?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
What a mess.
So some thought it would just go away, but it's not. It's here.
Yeah, I don't know why any of us thought, well, if we just make it through the next year, it will all
disappear.
I mean, where did we think it was going to go?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's just one more thing that we have to deal with.
Right.
So, whatever.
Yeah. Get your shot and stay safe.
Yep. Absolutely. So boosters can be, done at the health department as well while you're out there. Just get it all out of the way.
Yeah.
Because there's no problem with doing flu and COVID and all that at the same time.
No, they'll do it in each arm.
Yeah.
But you can do that.
Yep. Because I think the last flu shot and booster I did at the same time. One in each arm.
Right.
So, yep. No worries. Wait. I love you, Sam.
I know. You wouldn't treat me the way you do if you didn't.
Stop by the health department booth today. See Heidi, welcome her to the community. See Sam, smack him around a little bit, and use your gun fingers to point people in the right direction.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good. Anything else you'd like to tell our viewers while you're here? Aren't you glad you stopped by?
I am. I hope everybody has a great day and a great week.
I hope you have a veal today.
We'll see.
It's good.
All right.
Yes.
We'll be gone with you. Pete Wilson and Jeremiah are here.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
So we're going to learn about all the news and stuff and things.
All right. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you guys. Come back and see us anytime. Nice to meet you. She's like, oh my God, get me out of this place. See how much fun you can have while talking about health? All right. Come on. Are you guys coming over together? Okay. Cool. Come on over, boys. Oh, Marcia, here, take it. No, they will not. They will not allow me to keep that bell here. I will drive people crazy. Oh, you're fine. Thank you, guys.
See y'all later.
Well, lost the mic there.
See y'all. It's okay. That's good. That's why we have an extra. Thank you.
Bye.
Welcome, boys.
Well, there was a lot going on yesterday at the Jackson Apple Festival, so that's what we're going to talk about here.
Good.
And
Okay.
it's going to be in not slow motion, fast motion, because we have a lot to
A
give you and
lot.
a couple
Sure.
other things. So, Jeremiah, the ceremonial start to the Apple Festival, you were there. It's the ribbon cutting that they do at 4 o'clock Tuesday afternoon. So, all those folks who weren't there, tell them how that unfolded.
That's right.
Right. So the 83rd annual Jackson Apple Festival had opened Tuesday afternoon, September 17th, and during that opening ceremony that Pete's talking about this year, it's the General Mills stage there, which is the main stage there. at
Okay.
The intersection of Main and Broadway is where it's located. It always features a number of things. You got the Jackson High School marching band, which we have a photo of here. Always draws a
Awesome.
big crowd
Heck yeah.
up there around the stage to listen to all those members of the Marching Ironmen. And then they always kick things off, play a few songs, and then followed by that, you always have Jackson Apple Festival President Brandon Davis. He comes on the stage, talks about how the festival is. It's a 365-day project.
Sure it
They
is.
put a lot of work
Absolutely.
into it. Those guys, they call them the red shirts. So if you see guys up there in red shirts, tell them thank you for all the hard work they put into this.
Exactly.
And one of the other parts about the opening ceremonies that they always do is they have some different community outreach representatives from around the state that pop by. They pass out some accommodations, some
Mhm.
letters. Folks there this year, you had Julie Stevens from the
Mhm.
office of Congressman Brad Winship,
Yep.
which we know he is serving out his last term. And,
Yep.
will be I think, is it termed out, Pete? Would that be right?
Trade these out.
Trade these out. He's saying trade these out. Can we not hear me?
Someone said your mic wasn't on. So
My
let's try
mic's
that.
not on. Okay.
Okay. No.
All right.
Okay. Here we are.
So they, in addition to Julie, they also had Bonnie Ward, who is the representing Governor Mike DeWine's office, and then Bryn Stepp, who represents Lieutenant Governor
Mhm.
John Houston's
Yep.
office. So you had those individuals take the stage, and as always, Jackson Mayor Randy Evans likes to get up and say a few words. He welcomed everybody to the great little city of Jackson, and he also talked about how in the late 30s, apples were a big business here in Jackson County, and said, sadly, all the apple orchards are gone, but the festival continues to thrive here in downtown Jackson. And one of the other things that always happens on stage is the Grand Marshal has the opportunity to recrown the royalty.
Mhm.
So that took place, and the Grand Marshal this year is William Bill Cole, and it always concludes with the cutting of the ribbon, and we have video footage of that, and we can show you video footage, and I'll tell you who's cutting the ribbon.
Okay. What I need to know is, did he or did he not cut the ribbon?
On the count of three.
The mayor
Oh,
missed
that's
it
right.
last
He
year.
did not cut it last year. I remember that. Let's see.
Awesome. Love that.
There you go. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Mr. Mayor Evans there did not cut the
He
ribbon last
missed
year,
the
but
ribbon,
he cut it this year,
Yep,
so that's
got
good.
it.
Very good. So there in the picture, you had that was 2024 Jackson Apple Festival President Brandon Davis. This is his 4th time reigning over the festival as president.
Man, that's
Because
a
he
lot.
did it in 2021, 2022, 2023, and now 2024.
Man.
He may have done it in the past, but that's 4 years in a row, I guess I should
Yeah.
say. And then you had Jackson Mayor Randy Evans down on the far end, and then your royalty at 2024 Jackson Apple Festival Queen, that's Isabel Lungsford. 2024 Apple Festival First Attendant, Macy Swan. 2024 Apple Festival Second Attendant, Alexia Butcher. And you had 2023 Little Miss Apple Festival, Hattie Scarberry. And then your Grand Marshal, William Bill Cole, all got the opportunity to cut the ribbon. So that kind of kicked off the opening ceremonies there.
Okay. All right. Well, very good. I tell you what, but you can't talk about Tuesday without talking about one of the stars of the show. And as predicted, Betty Tilley won the apple peeling contest.
No.
I was there for that, but
There
it's
she
even,
is.
it's even better than usual.
She got her
There-
shirt.
There she is. She's got the apple peeling shirt on.
I
Because
love
that is her notoriety. Very nice lady, Betty
She
Tilley.
is so sweet.
But she is holding the championship peel, and here is the big story. She has won this contest for at least 30 plus years. They went back in the records. She says she's been competing since the 80s, so it could be more than 30 years. But she is holding the winning peeling. There were 6 other contestants, so she's just not doing this against 1 or 2 or the queens. 83 inches on the 83rd Jackson apple. And I saw these apples.
That is weird.
These were not huge apples. They were just medium-sized apples. How you can get a peel of
she does
83
it.
inches?
Freak of nature and so talented.
She is like, and if I don't know if that's one piece or not, but in years past she's been able to keep it as one piece.
It's one piece.
It has to be one piece.
She's
yeah.
held it up for me, and there's a picture I took somewhere in the past where she's got a long one like that, and it looks like a shoelace.
Yes.
Her holding it up.
Her technique is uncanny.
Well, 83 inches, and
Congratulations,
her
Betty.
past record, which was amazing, I think, in and of itself, was 69 inches.
Okay.
So, 83 inches. Do
She's
the
been
math.
practicing.
That is as tall, almost as tall as a 7-foot man or woman. 7 feet.
Wow.
An apple peeling. Oh wow!
That's great.
It was something to see. And then when she unfurled it and they measured it, they couldn't believe it on the back of the stage.
That's
Now,
got to be some kind of record.
83 inches. Now here she could go anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, here is the second and third place winners. It was Terry Kent was the second place winner. That is her on the left, and you know what? That is Betty's sister.
Of course.
All right.
it is.
The gentleman in the back is Tim Tilley. That is Betty's son. He was third place.
Oh my
It's a
God.
family
It's
affair.
a family affair.
So,
Sure.
so I mean,
Last
it's
few years it has been.
it's really all in the family for sure. And of course, they're posing there with the Apple Festival royalty as well. So, congratulations to Betty Tilley. She got a lot of applause from the folks that were out to see that.
And there
Very
was
cool.
other contestants. It wasn't just the 3.
Yeah.
So they beat out other folks,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, they did.
Yes.
There was like, I believe, a total of 6 or 7 contestants. 7, I believe, counting Betty. So that was something. Okay, we're going to give you the booth and window winners real quickly. They do this on Tuesday afternoon of the festival, and of course, Apple Treats on Jackson Streets was the theme. First place for the booth went to Faith and Fitness. There it is, right there. Deanna Goodman and Ashley Buttrick and Deanna's daughter are posing there with the Faith and Fitness booth. Second place, Total Media. How about that?
Oh, how about that?
And that is Mindy Sykes and
Let's
her daughter
go.
who are there. They happen to be there to hear the good news. You see in the
Wow.
background the theme. And of course, our booth will be manned, all through the festival, previewing and reviewing the services that we have in Total
Awesome.
Media.
Yeah,
and
come see me. I'm up there today, 4 to 6.
right, and third, yeah, I don't know whether it'd be free food. No, not free food, but I shouldn't say that. Free papers.
Free papers.
But third place, the Savageville Community Church Ladies Auxiliary.
Nice.
And there they are. And the man in the middle is Pastor Jorge Anito. He's been the pastor there, that little country church, for quite some time. And they were so pleased to win the third place award.
Wow.
Now, I don't
Awesome.
have pictures of the windows, but we'll tell you who those window winners were. The Liberty Lane Quilting downtown was first place. Kelly Wiley Realty always does a great job in her window all through the year, not just Apple Festival, was second place. And third place was the Corner Pub. So those were the window
Very
winners.
good.
And so, when you're downtown, checking out the festival, be sure to look at those championship booth and windows, but they all are very, very special. All right. We're going to do the lip sync winners real quick, tell you who they were on the lip sync. The first place winner in the younger division was Bella Boggs. And there is little Bella. Second place went to Kipton Kelly. And
I see Michael
and-
Jackson.
I think that might be.
Thriller, yeah.
And third place was Michael and the Zombies. That was a group. They don't think they're terrifying. And the winners in the older division don't have pictures to show you on that, but I'll name them. The duo of Emily Jones and Selena Walters was first, and the duo of Adley Kearns and Tyler Wiggins was second. And it was rocking last night. As you know, Jennifer, you know how the festival goes.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
crowd for the lip sync contest. The little bit of drizzling rain, very light rain, it didn't cause a lot of people to put up umbrellas or anything, just a little bit of a nuisance. Big crowd for that and a lot of entries as well. So that was super. Okay, I've got some sports highlights, but I'm going to let Jeremiah, he always strolls around with the queens and the
Yes.
royalty at the beginning of the
Sure,
festival.
yeah.
Basically, they do it for us so we can get some pictures in the Wednesday paper. And we got one on the front
absolutely.
page. But Jeremiah's going to show you a couple pictures of when the festival royalty was strolling the midway at the very beginning of the
Very
festival.
fun.
Yeah, so go ahead and throw. It should be the one of them on the brick wall. I think is the only one I gave you. So this is one of the many photos that we took when we took our tour around the ground. I told Pete I forgot that they had renovated that building downtown.
Yeah.
And we turned the corner and I said, "Okay, get on the brick wall."
Yeah.
They put windows in the brick wall, Jen.
Yeah.
And I mean, the building looks fantastic. It looks
Yes.
really nice.
Thank you,
but
Kevin Baxter.
I was very surprised to see. I guess I hadn't really paid much attention, and I was like, my brick wall that I always post the girls on is gone. So I had to put them in between the windows there. But there from the left, you see that is your 2024 Grand Marshal. That is William Bill Cole there on the far end. Next, that is your first attendant. That is Macy Swan. After that, that's Isabel Lunsford. She is the queen this year. Then you have Little Miss. That's Hattie Scarberry. And then in the yellow, that is Alexia Butcher. That is your second attendant. And we took all kinds of pictures from going down and the girls taking turns doing the apple butter there at the Victory Grange tent to them posing on some of the rides. The rides weren't open yet.
Oh, there they are.
Here's one of them. You can see little Miss Hadley there. And that's Victory Grange Master Larry Johnston doing the stirring of the apple butter there. And you can see the older girls standing around. They had all taken a turn doing it too. A lot of them complained that it was real heavy to do. And it's not so much that it's heavy. The spoon's not heavy. It's that early in the day. It's just really thick.
A lot of apples
A lot
to
of
push
apples.
around. Yeah.
So, and we also took some other pictures that I'll be putting out on social media, and I have put out on social media. There's the one at the spot on Main with the reflection of the Apple Tower in the window. I don't have those available, but they are available on our social media pages.
Cool.
And real quick before Pete talks about sports highlights, I know yesterday he talked about Iris Willer, who was the 1974 Apple Festival queen. Well, she was up at the festival and posed with a picture with the current queen and that's first attendant there following the opening ceremony. So I grabbed a picture as I was leaving and I said, "I recognize you." I said, "I read through your story." And so that was really cool. So she was celebrating 50 years. And from what I read here, she was from Oak Hill High School. And, 50 years later, the queen this year is from Oak Hill High School.
That's really
so that's kind of a neat little connection there. I didn't
Right,
think about that.
and we posted a link to that story. I believe it was behind the paywall, but you could see a little bit of it and see the pictures of Iris before in 1974 picture, 2024 picture, and there were comments on there. She was a very highly revered teacher at Jackson High School. Now, she did a lot of her teaching career at Pike County, where she lives now. She married a Pike County man, but a lot of comments. Well, she was my favorite teacher. She was from these young ladies in the 80s, I think, probably, that went through school, and they remember Iris for that.
Very good.
So anyway, that was a nice human interest story, too. Okay, some sports. I know the Apple Festival is in the spotlight, but there was some really big sports headlines last night.
Sure.
Down at Oak Hill, Todd Compton, our sports editor, went down there to cover a volleyball match between the Oak Hill Lady Oaks and the Sims Valley Lady Vikings. Oak Hill won in straight sets, but the big story was a senior for Oak Hill, Brinley Harden. She is the setter for the team. She's been the setter for 3 years. She achieved the career milestone. If you in volleyball, you know this is big, 1,000 assists.
Whoa.
That's where she makes a play, hits the ball to somebody who then scores a point. Very important. They can't score a point if you don't set them up.
Right.
So 1,000 assists. They stopped the game and had that banner for her. I think she went about 18 assists over. They knew that she had a good chance of doing that on Tuesday night, and Todd was there to cover it. That is all the group with her team. With her teammates out there with that big banner. Isn't that nice?
That's
and
cool.
Todd did a video with Brinley Harden that you can see on the Telegram Facebook page now.
Very cool.
So congratulations to Brindley Harden. Also last night, worthy of mention, the Jackson High School golf teams were in the final Frontier Athletic Conference match of the season. It was a big 18-hole match. It's a championship match, but it also factors in regular season matches that were not 18 holes, but or that were, I think this was 36 holes actually, and then they did 18 holes on regular matches. But anyway, the bottom line is the Jackson High School girls golf team is the undisputed champs of the Frontier Athletic Conference, and there is the team right there. Never happened for our girls winning a conference championship. And Aubrey Arnold, who is the leading player on the team, she is undefeated in her career. She's an underclassman too. She's not a senior, but she has never been beaten individually in a Frontier Athletic Conference match. And I guess it's no surprise that
That's
they've
awesome.
already named her Player of the Year in the conference. So congratulations to Coach Kelly Wilson, who she's on the left there, and the rest of the Jackson High School girls golf team. Coach Kevin Bowman, veteran Jackson High School boys golf coach, his team, there they are. They shared the conference title with Chillicothe. So both of the Jackson golf teams are champions. Congratulations to the coaches and the teams as well. But it is official. The conference tournament ended last night, and the two teams from Jackson are champions.
Nice.
We also found out, Todd Compson, trying to keep up with all these sports, learned that the Vinton County High School boys golf team has also won the TVC Ohio Championship, and there they are. I believe Coach Brian Radaball is standing with them, and so congratulations to the Vinton County High School boys golf team. They actually did it before last night, but we're just telling you about it now, so congratulations to them. So 3 championships to tell you about. It'll all be covered, of course, in our next edition of the paper. Not today's edition, because when it happened, it was too late for the print edition. But we'll get it online. We're telling you about it on TV. We're telling you about it on the radio. And it will be prominent in our Saturday paper. So congratulations to all of them. So we have run over our time talking about Apple Festival and sports, not to mention some other news that we could have mentioned. But we'll try to catch up on that as the week unfolds.
Heck yeah.
Before we wrap up, I want to say here in about an hour is the Jackson Apple Festival School Parade. I will be on hand live streaming that on our total media platforms, so watch for it on Facebook and YouTube. And then tonight is the opening parade, and I have intentions to live stream it as well for those that may be watching from outside the area that would like to watch that.
Right, and we have a long-standing tradition here at the Telegram to when we cover the parades, especially the school parade, because it's daylight, good views and everything, we'll make sure we get photos that we will run in our Saturday paper. So, you can take a look, you can see them on the live video, you can see them on the posted video, and you can see the still pictures too. That is provided that I'm functioning and my cell phone is functioning later
There you
on.
go.
So, but we will have all that, and Saturday's paper is going to be so stoked with Apple Festival stuff. And we have some of that stuff posted already. And of course, the radio guys are going to be broadcasting every day from the festival. Late in the afternoon, it may shift the times, but either 3 to 6 to 4 to 7, and they'll be down there towards where the health department is. I think they're stationed. So,
Awesome.
Where the former health department was.
Yeah, the former
health department, right?
Correct.
I think they still call it the B.J. Allison Health
Right.
Building, but anyway, that's where it is.
Okay.
All right.
Very good. All right, well, get out to the Apple Festival today. Hey, free plug for myself. Sixth Sense Brewing is open today. We're not normally open on Wednesdays,
Ooh.
but we are open today. So if you want to come in, grab a bite to eat, watch the parades, whatever, we're there for you.
Or say right along the parade route.
Yes, that's right. All right, well, have a great day, everyone, and we will be right back here tomorrow. We thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.